gaudy. So gaudy. So gaudy. Gaudy stance. Good God, that's gaudy.
We are on the precipice of the 2021 NBA season. Can you feel it? Can you feel the excitement coursing through your veins? No, that's heroin. Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't do drugs. Remember they used to say that? They used to include cannabis in that? Seems kind of ridiculous now, huh? Well, it does alter your brain chemistry. Yeah, but it's on the same level as heroin. Well, you know, they weren't really differentiating between the different drugs. They're just saying don't do it, a blanket statement. Listen, I don't want to get into a debate about cannabis versus crack and heroin and fucking coffee and alcohol and cigarettes. No, let's not do that. This is an NBA podcast. I want to talk about Scottie Barnes. Have you seen that guy? The exuberance, the joy he plays with, that's contagious. So contagious, touch me, lady. It's a great song. He's a great player, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. I love that guy in a basketball way. I love the way he plays. I just think he'd be so much fun to play with, you know? Just picking you up off the ground, dishing, swishing. He's not a great shooter yet, but I gotta hydrate. Ooh, needed that. You know when your mouth and your throat feels like a desert? Ever happened to you? Speaking of desert, thinking about dessert, I just got myself some chocolate peanut butter brownie. Oh boy. But no, back to Scottie Barnes. I've been watching his preseason highlights, and let me just tell you something. If you're in a season-long fantasy basketball league, you might want to pick him up as a little flyer. I do DFS. I will be playing him in DFS. It's completely illogical in a way. Even if he doesn't start, even if he's like, the coach comes out and says, Scottie Barnes is going to play 15 minutes. That's not how Nick Nurse talks. I can't really do an impression of him. But even if they say he's going to play 5 minutes, I'm going to start him because I'm smitten. Basketball smitten. Hoops smitten. I am head over heels for that ball of energy. He's 6'8". He can literally guard all 5 positions. He's got a great attitude. The shot will come. He's hit some threes in the preseason. I like him, okay? I also like Josh Giddey. I can't really decide which one I like more between the two young, I'll go ahead and say it, virile upstarts, rookies. Giddey, he looks really crafty, great passing, kind of a string bean. When I first saw him, saw some highlights from when they played the fucking Nuggets, I thought to myself, this guy's going to be a star. And that's hyperbolic for one game. He almost had a triple-double, and those are easier to get nowadays. We've been through that. Go back into the annals of our show here, our cast. But he looks like a big Steve Nash without the shooting. And he shoots free throws. He's shooting 57% from free throws right now. That's disgusting. But, I mean, besides that, folks, let's go into this little game log. I'm going to get to the main part of the show in a second, but let's just take a little. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, man. Okay. So his first game, 18, 7 and 3, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, 9, 6 and 6, 14, 6 and 3 with a steal, and then he finishes it off against the Nuggets. And I heard a recap of this on another podcast. The Nuggets actually put their starting lineup back in the game to win the game because they just wanted to, get that winning feeling at the end of preseason. And Giddey was captaining the offense against the Nuggets, and the Thunder ended up winning the game. He shot 40% from 3 in the preseason. That's 4 games, very small sample size. He's going to have to improve his shot. He was 52.3% from the field during the preseason, which is pretty good for him. When you look back as NBL stats, excuse me, Jesus Christ, I have like a... Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Well, H2O. Gotta love it. Back in the seat, let's see. Yeah, his shot will improve. He's got a great attitude too, by all accounts. Not like Scottie Barnes, but the guy's 6'8". Averaged 5 assists in how many minutes? 29 minutes preseason. 50, 40, 57. He's shooting 57% from the free throw line. Not very good, man. Got to improve that for sure. But, excuse me. He's got a bright future, this guy. I'm really excited. I hope they give him a lot of minutes. I hope they play him 30 minutes a game so we can see how he fares night to night. I don't know if his svelte young frame can hold up against the big bodies, but he already got hurt. He got hurt like in the summer league, right? Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but I'm excited. I would even say exuberant. I would use that word. I think I already used that, didn't I? Yeah, I like that word, exuberant. So that's Scottie Barnes. He's exuberant. Giddey is crafty. And I'm just head over heels for them both. Both. I don't know why I said it like that. But, no, we're going to talk about something else today, though. We can't focus on the youngins for that long. They have a lot of work to do to rise to the level of these, legends. And I'm gonna parse that slightly because we're talking about LeBron, Magic, MJ, yes, him. We still haven't done a podcast on him, and we're not going to do it now completely. We're just going to touch on a sample size, a range, and Luka. They call him... God, he's got so many nicknames. I'll get to those in a second, but we're going to compare these 4 players, the first 3 seasons, and because I've been hearing all this stuff like, oh, what Luka's doing is unprecedented, or it's like on the same level as like the greats. He's going to be, he's on the track. He's on that legendary track, and all the greats had to struggle at the beginning, and I think it's true to a certain degree. I definitely think it's true, but I'm just curious how his first 3 seasons stack up against the legendary kind of playmaking. I'm putting Jordan in this, but really I shouldn't have put him in this group. It should be LeBron, Magic, and Luka because their games are so similar. Although LeBron and Magic don't have the same kind of shot volume and outside shooting that Luka does. Although, as we'll see, he needs to improve in that realm. Yes, he shoots a lot of them, so he can't shoot. It lessens his 3-point percentage, but he still needs to improve there. Okay? I'm just saying. So, How about we dive in? All right? Okay. So, LeBron. Let's start with him, okay? From 2003 to 2004 to 2005, 2006. It's his first 3 seasons. I didn't really say that in a very easy to understand way. I apologize for that, okay? Did I mention I'm a dumbass? Because I am. I think you already know that, but just in case you didn't, there's a little something for you to remember. He averaged 26 points, 26.5 points a game, and 6.6 rebounds and 6.6 assists. That's kind of interesting. First 3 seasons, almost 2 steals, 1.8, and 0.7 blocks. So 26.5. He put up 31 points, 31.4 points in his 3rd year. Okay, it's pretty wild. And in that 3rd year, he went to the Eastern Conference semifinals. He was beat by Detroit. Okay, so he didn't even make the playoffs the first 2 years. Is that correct? I think so. And then, wait, did he make the fucking finals? His 3rd year? Oh boy. No, I don't think he did. Wait, did he? Do a little research, Simmons. No, he did not. That was in 2007. That was the next season when he got swept in the finals against the Spurs. But he beat that really good Detroit team. That was awesome. He was amazing. He had a 48-point game against Detroit. I think that was the last second shot game in overtime, maybe. That was crazy. I cannot believe he's been playing for this long. When we do his gaudy stats career retrospective, it's going to be fucking insane. Let me adjust this mic. I'm going with the mobile mic today. My God. So 26.5 points a game. Now Magic. Let's quickly move over to Magic because we're going to start. So as I said, LeBron is 3rd year. He put up 31 points a game. That's fucking insane. Like, it's crazy. It's and he did so on 48% shooting, 31.9% from the 3. See, he's never been a good three-point shooter except for that Miami year when he was like 40%, 40.6%. But we'll get to that when we do the LeBron podcast, okay? It's going to be like 5 hours, and there's so many fucking seasons and so many stats, so much gaudiness. I'm not a fan of his per se, but I respect the stats. See, what we do here, if you look at the stats, hard to say that. I'm really lisping up a storm. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. But on to Magic. So he put up more modest point totals because he was playing with Kareem. Was Worthy there yet? I don't know if Worthy was there yet. But, you know, who's on that fucking team? Let's take a little look. Oh boy. Kareem. Who else? Michael Cooper. Spencer Haywood. So he wasn't like Jamal Wilkes. Jesus Christ, how could I forget him? There's probably somebody else I'm missing. But 18, 7 and 7, 7.7 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 2.4 steals, 53% from the field. Jesus, can't talk. 22.6 from 3. He was never a good 3-point shooter except for 1 year, 89-90, when he shot 38.4%. But those introductory stats, shall we say, are fucking amazing. I mean, you're almost at a triple-double level. You're getting close. You're sniffing it. You're sniffing that triple dubs. Kind of so congested. Jesus Christ. 81% from the free throw line. That's pretty fucking good. I didn't realize he was such a good free throw shooter. Not too shabby. He's 6'9", by the way. So, LeBron and Magic are both listed at 6'9". I always thought LeBron was 6'8". More lisping, sorry. That's crazy. 6'9". Wow. Bestial, man. These stats are wild. Yeah, I can't wait to do the Magic Pod. I think Dan pitched that to me. We're gonna do a Magic Pod at some point for sure. Get deep in those stats. Neck deep. Oh yeah. Anyways, so you do the 3-year sample size with Magic. He's at 18.9 points, 8.5 assists, 8.7 rebounds. He won a fucking title his first year, so it's kind of not fair. Did they win a title his third year too? Did they? Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. I think they did, man. They won a title his third year and his first year. God damn it, dude. He was so fucking good. I'm just sorry. I'm kind of awash in his stats right now. And let me just tell you, I am, how do I say this? Aroused? Yes. Yes, I think it's fair to say that. It's not inappropriate. It's accurate. I gotta double check that if he's really won. But 2 out of his first 3 years he won championships, which is fucking insane. And he put up almost a triple double. These are like Ben Simmons in his I almost said in his wet dreams. Jesus Christ, in his dreams. Maybe they're wet. I don't know. God, why am I being so filthy? Maybe because you are filthy, you dirty bastard. But 18.9, 18, as I said, 8.7, 8.5, 2.7 steals. A lot of steals for a big guy. Jesus Christ, he had 3.4 steals in his second year? Fucking hell, man. He only played 37 games. He might have been hurt. Wow. All right, I'm going to move on. But it's not really fair. He had Kareem, man. He had arguably the best player ever, up there with Michael and others. Kareem, if you look at just the stats, they're fucking insane. And the experience and the games played, LeBron's going to be up there soon. Let's be real on that. But it's wild shit. All right, stop gawking at the stats, Simmons. Just adjust the mic. I think it's going to be better. On to Luka. Wait, hold on. Let's go to Michael. Let's go to Michael, okay? Because Luka, not only is he a great... This is really like Luka versus the other guys. Just to see... Because all this hype about Luka, it's justifiable. I mean, truly. He's... The numbers are crazy. You have to take note. If you like stats... You gotta take note, okay? If you're a stat head, come on. But now for Michael, he got hurt his second year. He only played 18 games. It was in the documentary. He came back. He played great in the playoffs. He had that crazy. Did he have that crazy game against the Celtics? No, that was the next year when he put up 63. Jesus Christ. 49 and 63. That's wild. So that's another thing, these crazy numbers in the playoffs. Fucking wild, dude. So let me just to give you something to understand. God, do I want to speak English? I can't get the words out. I'm trying. Magic was just facilitating in these games. So many steals in the playoffs. My God. 6-6, 5, 2-2, 3-6, 6-1, 3-3, 2-2, 2-3, 3-3. I mean, he's just swiping guys left and right. On April 24th, 1983 against Portland, he put up 19 points, 18 assists, 7 steals, and a block with 9 rebounds? Trying to get a quadruple double? Need 4 more blocks, but... Oh my God. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's go back to Michael. All right, so Michael's at... So I'm going to include his 4th season. So the 2nd season he gets hurt. I'm going to do third and 4th. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, okay? Oh my God, these stats. Did you know he averaged 37 points his 3rd year in the league, and then he followed that up with 35? The dude shot 53.5% on twos. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn on threes, but these guys weren't taking a lot of threes, you know? He got better later in his career, but we'll get to him. We'll get to his historic 95-96 season. 37 points a game in 86-87 on 48.2% shooting. I am rubbing my forehead like I'm not sweating yet, but I am flabbergasted. I've seen these stats but not looked at them closely, kind of just skim over them. I can't believe how many times he averaged over 30 points a game. Like James Harden he's a great scorer. But, okay, now I have to look at James Harden. Because, people always talk about, I think James Harden, 36 points per game in 2018, 2019. That's historic. He put 30 points a game. But, just wait till we get to Jordan, okay? So he has his 3rd and 4th year, 37 points a game and 35 back-to-back. 86, 87, 87, 88. And if I'm going to start stuttering a lot more. I can't talk because these stats are just washing over me, and I'm seeing them and I'm thinking about them, processing them, and I'm also trying to talk about them. It ain't easy, guys, when you're a stat head like me. 32 points, because in those years that I just mentioned, the first 4 years of his career, 32.7 points per game in his first 4 years. Okay? 5.6 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 2.8 steals. He could steal a rock like nobody else, I'm telling you. Well, like other people. He wasn't amazing, but he's a way above average steal maven. Is that the right word? I don't know. Fuck it. And then a block. Dude was swatting shots. But 32.7 points a game in his first 4 seasons, first 3, because we're not counting the second one because he got hurt. We're counting it, but we're going to give him a full season. So that's fucking insane, okay? So just to recap, Bron, 26.5 points per game with 6.6 rebounds and 6.6 assists. Then you got Magic with 2 titles. Could be wrong about that, but I'm going to go with that. 18.9 points, 8.7 rebounds, 8.5 assists. And then Michael, 32.7 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 5.3 assists, 2.8 steals. So, in a block. 1.3 blocks. So what we're establishing here is a level of output and greatness and statistical achievement that is otherworldly and legendary. And if we were to look up Larry Bird, which I'm doing right now, we would see he averaged 21, 21, and 22 points a game his first 3, over 10 rebounds, around 5 assists, and around 2 steals a game. And he was shooting, 47, 47, and then 47, 48, and then 50% from the field. We've talked about how he was overrated. He's an overrated 3-point shooter. He did shoot 40% his first year, but he wasn't taking a ton of threes either. Probably wasn't practicing them as much as today's player. So we'll take that with a grain of salt. I don't want to hate on him too much for that. I love Larry Legend. But now let's move on to Luka Legend, as they call him. I'm not going to give him that name. I think that's a little premature. Okay? A little premature, but look at all these nicknames he has. The Matador, El Matador, Cool Hand, The Don, Wonder Boy, El Nino Maravilla, Swaggiel, Luka Legend, as I touched on, and Too Easy. It's a lot of fucking nicknames for a guy who's played 3 years. Okay? Didn't make the playoffs his first year. His last 2 seasons, I think they went out in 6 a year ago, and they went out in 7 to the Clippers both years. And I forgot to mention, Magic had went late into the playoffs all 3 years, I believe. I'm not sure about the second year, but for Michael Jeffrey Jordans, he was a quick out. He won 1 playoff series his first 4 seasons? First 4 seasons, yeah. He lost, got swept by Boston 2 years in a row. So that's for the Skip Baylesses of the world who think he's invincible. He was invincible from the moment he came on the court. He got beat up like crazy. You've seen the documentary, those Pistons teams. Let him have it. But now we're going to move on to Luka, okay? The dude, in these 3 seasons, he's putting up 25.7 points, 8.4 rebounds, 7.7 assists, and a steal on 45.7% field goals and 33.1% from 3. All right? So, yeah. To me, when I look at these stats, I feel like he is on the level of LeBron right now. Like he's on the LeBron path in terms of statistical output. LeBron's at 45.8% field goals. Luka is at 45.7. They're right neck and neck. Luka is shooting, I think, a really similar. Let's see. He's shooting just a little bit better from 3, 33.3%. See, Luka might be an overrated 3-point shooter, honestly. Like, he needs to get better. He can get hot, but he can also get ice cold. I've started him in fantasy before, and he's just been, like, 1 for fucking 10 and shit. Like, he just keeps shooting, and he keeps bricking shots like crazy, and it's kind of infuriating. But he can also get, like, white hot like he was in the playoffs. If he can get on his volume, because he's taking 8 threes a game. LeBron's taking 3.8. Luka's making 2.7 of 8 threes a game. I mean, that's higher volume. He's scoring more points off those threes, But so he's shooting just a skosh, 0.1% better than LeBron from 3. So that's interesting. It's an eye-opening thing. And you think of Luka as this incredible volume shooter. He's really not. I mean, LeBron is right there with him. I mean, he might be a little better. He takes more, as we said. But LeBron's right there with him, man. So Luka is shooting 73.5% from the foul line. That's something else that he's talked about he needs to work on. LeBron's at 74.6. They have very similar stats their first 3 years in the game. Now, Luka's bests him in rebounds and assists. As you said, LeBron's at 6.6 for both. Luka's at 7.7 assists and 8.4 rebounds, respectively. LeBron's scoring more points, but just by a little bit, 0.8 points more. But they're right there. They're right neck and neck, man. But it's a little bit of a myth about Luka that he's like this incredible shooter. And I know we're factoring in his first year. All right, well, let's do his last 2 years then. His first year, he was only 21 points a game. LeBron was 20. But Luka hasn't even scored over 30 yet. You know, he's masterful. Okay, don't get me wrong. And he controls the game in a way that few guys do. The way he can just get in the lane, get his big ass in the lane and like back guys down. It's fun to watch. Not the big ass part. I'm just saying the backing down part. Kind of like Kyle Lowry with his enormous rear end. And, God, who has the biggest ass in the NBA? That should be a segment on ESPN on the jump. They flip over to, you know, Jason Williams or whoever the hell sitting in the desk. Who do you think? And he starts like really analytical. Well, you know, I thought it was Chris Paul. I got the measuring tape out, but actually it's fucking Luka Dončić. Anyways, see how fast I can go off topic? It's kind of crazy. So what was the fucking point of this, Simmons? The point of this, was it just to show that Michael Jordan is far and away was like a fucking phenom, and well, they're all phenoms, but how he's, you know, 32.7 points per game in his first full 3 seasons? Is that what you're trying to say here? Are you just another MJ stan? Or did I say LeBron earlier? No, I said MJ. Are you just another MJ stan? I guess what we're finding here is the greatness of Magic as well. You know? Yes, Michael rules the stats out of the 4 of these. But Magic is gathering championships. But out of these 4 guys, he was the only one who wasn't like, you know, he was basically like an addition to Kareem. You know, Kareem was like the fulcrum or the engine, and he was like a component to that revolving around Kareem. He was orbiting Kareem. The rest of these guys are like the sun of the team. Like everything else is orbiting around them. You know, so Magic's stats aren't gonna look as gaudy. Really, his whole career. I mean, he put up 23.9 and 12 assists a game. Jesus Christ. With 6 rebounds and 86, 87. That's extremely gaudy, and he has some other gaudy seasons too, but the seasons in question, he was not the main guy. Okay, and, you know, should we, you know, what if Luka went to, I don't know, what if, like, you know, I'm trying to think of a team. We're not even talking about Porzingis, dude. No, we're not going to talk about Porzingis. It doesn't count, man. No, I'm kidding. He's going to have a bounce back year this year, I'm pretty sure. He's going to shove it in everyone's faces, even though, as I've said before, like, dude just seems like a villain, man. Some bad stories about him, and I don't know. He's got peg legs. He's so stiff. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see if he got some WD-40 on those Tin Man legs. We'll see this season, but I think it puts Luka in historical perspective in terms of like what he's done so far. He has not won a playoff series. Neither had Jordan. Neither had LeBron. Right? I mean, wait a second. Yeah, he did. I don't think he did. Actually, I don't think LeBron had even been to the playoffs at this point, right? Or he might have gotten. Jesus Christ, you're so fucking off right now. You don't know. Oh yeah. He'd been to the playoffs. I was like looking at this one. There's so many fucking stats and numbers. I have to. Sorry, I just. I was about to say something that was going to be completely off. Yes, he went to the playoffs. He got to the second round where he lost to Detroit. So Luka has not even accomplished that. And to be fair, we're going to delve into his playoff numbers now. And I've talked about them before, and they are extremely gaudy. I mean, in his playoff career, he's averaging 33.5, 8.8 rebounds, and 9.5 assists on 49.4% field goal shooting and 39.2 3-point field goal shooting. So that's 39.2%, and 49.4% from the field. So he's almost 50-40, not even close to 90, with his 60% free throw percentage. Almost, what was that, 13% lower than his regular season percentage? Come on, man. But, no, man, he's putting up like almost a triple-double with 50-40 and 60 free throw percentage. That's fucking crazy. I mean, it's just mind-boggling, honestly. So let's look at Jordan. Okay? I'm just going to take Jordan's first two playoff appearances. He's putting up 47% shooting, 22% from three. That's just horrific, but 35 points a game, 7 assists, and 6 total rebounds. So he's got more points, but he didn't win any games. Luka took the Clippers to 7. It took Kawhi having like an out-of-body experience to put them away with their weird-ass offense with Boban and their two towers offense. I love seeing Boban out there. That was amazing. But we've gone over those series. They were just incredibly entertaining. I should touch on Luka averaging almost 5 turnovers a game during the playoffs, but he was doing everything. His usage was insane. So that's something to be taken into account. Now LeBron, during his first 3 years, his first 13 playoff games in that third of the first 3 years, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 47% field goals, and 33% three-point percentage. But he did win his series. They beat Washington in 7 games, which was an underrated series. That was incredible. I'm sorry, that was 6 games. Scratch that from the record, please. Anyways, they're both incredible. Luka has better stats than LeBron at this point in his career, but better stats in the playoffs. But LeBron won a series. So, honestly, Luka is behind all 3 of these guys. I'm going to give the clincher is LeBron winning a series. And I know Luka was facing Kawhi and a better, kind of a stacked Clippers team in a lot of ways. Kawhi went supernova that one game. Okay, now I got to see Kawhi's. I got to see how many points he scored. I forgot. I had forgotten. Yeah, he had the game where he put up the game 6 against Dallas. He put up 45. He also had a 41-pointer earlier. In that playoffs, he put up 32 points a game on, 61% field. I think I already talked about this, and it blew my mind then. He was 50, 40, 90 with 32 points, basically. He shot 89.8 from free throw in this Dallas series in all 7 games. 40 minutes a game, 61% from the field, 42.5 from three, 42.5% from three. 32 points a game, dude. 2 assists and a block. 2 steals and a block, 4 assists, 4.6 assists, 8 rebounds. It's incredible. Luka was doing more, but he was the sun in which others orbited around him. Kawhi had Paul George. Wow. That was really an amazing series. A Dallas Clippers series. That's why we watch the games. It's like watching an amazing movie. It's like watching the Godfather trilogy or something. That was so much just fucking amazing, man. You know the best part about it? Boban. No, I'm joking. It was fun seeing him get some run, though, finally. We've talked about him. Wonder if he's still the points per minute leader all time. Him and Adrian Dantley. Go back in the annals to listen to that one. Anyways, so there you have it. Luka is behind these guys at this point in his career. You could give him an up. You could say, well, if you're going to talk about playoff Simmons, then why is he below Michael? He took these guys to 7. I think Michael got swept his first 2 years. His first years in did he? No, he won a game. Let's see. We're not going to count the 89 playoffs because that was we're just going to count 87 playoffs. He won he got swept every fucking game. He won a game against Milwaukee first year. My bad. But really you should say Magic's like the number one out of all these guys, but then he had Kareem. So who's number one, man? Who's had the best first 3 years of their career? MJ, LeBron, Magic, or Luka? Because Magic had Kareem and Jamal Wilkes and these legends. Michael Cooper, I guess you could say he's a legend, or Michael Thompson. What was it? Who was it? Spencer Haywood, really good. Michael Cooper, yeah. So, oh God, Magic, LeBron, MJ, Luka. Who had the best first 4 years? Dun, 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 dun. You must make a decision. I'm gonna go. Am I gonna say LeBron? Fuck. Oh my God, dude. But MJ, the 30 points a game. Am I just gonna dismiss Magic playing center in the finals when Kareem got hurt? Fuck, what am I gonna do here? Such indecision. It's tough though. Okay, I'm going to tier it like this, okay? I'm going to say... I'm going to put Magic... Oh my God, this is so fucking hard. I'm pacing around. Because how do you rank that? With Magic winning 2 fucking championships. I guess you got to put Magic number 1. As crazy as that sounds, because I know why I'm putting him number 1, because of what he did in the finals as a rookie playing center. That's just incredible. With no Kareem. Yes, he had other stars, but you can debate that one if you want. Okay, I get it. So I'm going Magic. Then, because he was able to take his team, win a playoff series, I'm going LeBron, number 2. And I guess... Am I going to put... Yeah. I'm putting MJ number 3 and Luka's number 4. Luka's definitely number 4. But is he? Those stats he put up, almost a 50, 40, 90 on what, 33 points a game? Without the 90, of course, 60% from the free throw line. He was god-awful in some of those games, too. Oh, man. I guess so. It's tough. It's a tough one. You just can't put MJ 4th, can you? I mean, is he above MJ? When you're averaging 35 and 37 points a game, no, that's got to mean something in this fucking world. In this wild and crazy world. It's got to mean something. Whew. How many fucking... God damn it, dude. I'm going to see what Jordan averaged in those playoff games. Yeah, he was like 35 points a game. What are you doing, man? He's above Luka. Luka's 4th. So now I think if Luka had won that series last year, I think he would move ahead of Jordan first 3 years. Because at that point Jordan was just like a crazy scorer, not having any playoff success. I think it is unfair, because Magic had such great players around him to put him one. There's an unfair element there, but at the same time, that finals performance he had, I know it was one game. Was it multiple games? Listen, we don't have time to look back in the annals of history. Stop saying annals, for fuck's sake. But it's fun. We're not going to go back and look, but listen, this is a casual stats podcast, okay? I can't be getting the monocle, the microscope out and looking at these stats for every fucking thing I say, because I could be doing this for hours and days on end, because it's a rabbit hole. You look up one series and then you see who he faced, like I did with Kawhi, and you're hard, and you can do this forever, and it can just go on and on and on, folks. So I won't do that. But yeah, if Luka had won that series, maybe he leapfrogs Jordan. And that would put Jordan in 4th out of these guys in my silly ranking. But is it silly? This is the Gaudy Stats podcast, okay? It has a seal of approval. But no, it's just the first 3 years. In terms of points per game, let's tier those. Then Jordan is by far number 1. I mean, in terms of like regular season output, Jordan's number 1. Okay, I'll concede that. And I guess I would put LeBron, Luka, and then Magic. Because Magic wasn't putting up these gaudy numbers really until later. And they weren't even as gaudy as some of the stuff that Luka's doing. Although the assists are fucking insane, as we'll touch on once we get to his stats. He's talking about John Stockton-esque assist numbers, like past 11 assists a game. It starts getting really gaudy. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. So I'm in full. God, a lot of time went by. You go in gaudy stats mode, and you kind of lose track of time. That's what happened here. I gotta go. Okay. I got to get out of here, but hey, thanks for tuning in again to another episode of Gaudy Stats. Oh yeah, babe. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Hey, go see that movie. See that show you want to see. Get that beer. Have a little bourbon. Smoke that weed. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
God, so God. Gotti stance. Gotti stance. Gotti stance.